How about that? Alright. Hi, I'm back. And I'm actually going to be playing something. Let's, make sure the audio gets balanced here and make sure we get no crosstalk. So, just a moment. I'll go ahead and turn the TV speakers off. Let's get these bad boys turned on. Are they right? No, they are not. Holy fucking feedback. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, they will do in a pinch. Do I remember how to do this? I forgot how to stream, Crimit. I really did. Holy shit. Oh my god. Where am I looking for this? Is this it? Yes. Okay. Okay, that sounds good enough. There's no other audio going on, so we're good. Alright. I mean, that sounds good. Goodish. Alright. Works for me. Let's get back to the game. Oh, that sounds a lot better. Actually, it's a little loud on here. Where's the volume? Is it this one? I don't need to be pumped. These are so nice. I love these. When there's like no interference, the sound quality on this is insane. Like, pump them per second. Oh, so good. Alright guys, so Tales of Arise, the Dreaming Flame. Let's get it going. So let's see if I'm where I was before everything got all fucked up. The game is a bit louder. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured would be the problem. Let's see if I can turn just the audio down here. Oh, it's gonna do that. It's not gonna give me the options, is it? Alright, let's get into the game proper. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. I didn't lose too much. Nav, there we go. Let's just take this back.
You're mine!
Pathetic! Excited!
What do you think? Is that a little bit better? Probably is a little. I mean, I'm hoping. Okay, awesome. Let's do a little bit of a brightness adjustment here. Yeah, that's good. All right. Save and go back. Who applies changes with the fucking touchpad? But whatever. Yeah. All right.
Rinwell, don't go too far ahead. You never know where Zoogles might be lurking.
Oh, we'll be fine. We've been able to handle them up until now.
Still, better that you hang back a bit.
No way. I'm the one who asked you to come here in the first place, remember?
So,
Yeah,
with
but
note
if
to
we lose you, we
spoilers,
won't know where to go. Besides,
if anybody's
some guys
interested
like me
in
who should be
checking
sticking
this
their
game
necks
out,
first.
up to this
But-
point, basically
We
what we're
need you
looking
in order
at
to get in
is
contact with the
one planet
resistance
is
in
being
Thessaloniki.
orbited by other
So
planets.
stick
Turns
close until we
out
find
one of
them.
those other planets
Okay?
kind of hosts
Okay,
some kind of
thanks.
Roman-ish type
Now you've got me
conquest
wondering,
dudes on it.
how'd you make it to
And they come
Calaglia in
and
the
they
first
basically
place?
just take
I find it
over
hard
this
to
home
imagine
planet,
you didn't run
and
into Zoogles along the way.
we're part of a band of rebels that are trying to take things back
Are
for the
you good
people,
at
so
hiding
to
or
speak.
something?
That's like the basic breakdown, and I know
yeah,
I'm like
that's
really
it. I'm
oversimplifying
just
things,
really
but
good at staying
I
out
don't
of
want to
sight.
terribly spoil this game for a lot of
Wow.
people.
Still, you had to have been pretty lucky to have made it the whole way unscathed.
Oh, hey, look, my bot's working the way that it
indeed.
should. Hey, good job. Alright, I just have to tear through everybody here. I have to go the right path if I'm not mistaken here. Oh, did I set the new abilities yet? I guess we'll find out. Nope. That's proof, because I had that ability learned.
Don't let them form a pack!
This one's mine.
You're mine! Slut!
That was easy peasy. Alright.
Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
I've noticed the Zoogles here are a lot different from what we're used to back in Calaglia.
It's because this
Alright.
realm is so cold. I imagine they had to be adapted to fit the climate.
Meaning if we hit them with fire
Okay,
it
so
should be
my
extra
bot is now
effective
going
against them.
overtime. I'm not against that, but yeah, so
Guess I misread the landing.
you can
Would you like to
donate
warm
to
up
me if
some?
you want.
Aren't there
Links in
people
the
there?
chat.
You should let yourself unwind when you get the chance.
Helps me do better.
I
Helps
guess
me
there's no
attain some of the
argument
goals
with
that
that.
I've talked about earlier. Quicker, anyways.
Hey,
If it starts becoming a regular thing, all the proceeds are definitely going to go to making the streams more frequent and better. So, first things first. I'm gonna take a little bit of time
Hey!
here. I thought this was gonna be automatic, like the cutscenes. My bad. So I already know this stuff. This is all just filler, so I'm just gonna skip it. Actually, that's which one did I craft? This one. Did that one? Then I enhanced it. Using a bunch that I don't use. There, now you guys can shut up. Yes.
Right.
You're teaching me how to make and enhance accessories. I don't know how that works, thank you. We're gonna go ahead and set this to open as administrator going forward. Yes. Did I stutter? There we go. Alright, sweet. That will no longer be an issue. Yes. Our Lady is hungry. Let's get her some food.
Right.
And then we fed her some more food. She was so hungry she ate 3 vegetable
Happy now,
soups.
Shion?
And she was still hungry.
I'd say so.
That's the
She
joke.
better be, after all she ate.
It's crazy to feel just how much the temperature has changed from crossing over a single peak.
Is it really
Wow,
that
it
big of a
posted
difference?
twice.
Definitely.
I'm
Calaglia
a
was
little
hot.
bit shocked here.
I can only tell from appearance, so...
You might not be
We're
able
gonna
to feel
go
it.
ahead
But it sure
and
looks like your body responds to it just the
just
same.
remove that.
Seems
Don't
like
want
it.
that in my view for
So if I
longer
sneeze,
than
I guess
necessary.
that it's a
Sorry.
sign that it's getting chilly.
don't want
They
to
say that sneezing is often the first sign you're
dancing
coming
here
down with the cold,
naked
too.
man on
That's all the more reason you need to be
chat,
careful
my
with.
eyes.
Was that also a sneeze?
Say.
I just bit my tongue, that's all.
Solved.
No.
That's
It sounded a
taken
lot
care
different from
of.
mine. But I could swear it was still...
It wasn't a sneeze, okay?
Guess we
What am
both
I
need to be careful out here in the cold.
Let's see what's in the cabin. Oh, there we go.
Is it hard leaving Calaglia behind?
No. Actually, it's kind of a relief to be away from there.
Really? What makes you say that?
Because it was getting to the point where every man, woman, and child would come up and talk to me like they knew me. I could barely find a moment to breathe, let alone relax.
Well, what you did was kind of a big deal, you know. You overthrew a Renan lord and burst open the gates of fire.
Yeah, but that was only because I had the blazing sword with me. We wouldn't have made it to Balsef without you and the Crimson Crows, Zephyr.
Maybe so. But you're still the one who took him out in the end. It's only natural for people to look up to those who protect them.
And just a heads up, not
You're a
that I
hero
want
to
to
those
be
people.
that person or anything,
I never
but
asked
if you
to
want
be
to see
one.
me do this more often,
I
a sub and a
never
donation
asked
would
to
be
take
the
place of a lord
easiest
in
way
people's
for you to
minds.
do that. Just
I
for
want it.
yourself or anybody else
You're a
who might be
stranger
joining
now,
the stream a little bit
That's
late.
for sure. If that's how you really feel,
Just want to try
Hold on
and
to that.
put
listen to those thoughts when you feel lost.
the
and
last
don't know what to
stream
do.
on
If you can do that, you
YouTube,
won't lose sight of who you are,
if we can actually
or what the
get
right
that
path
going.
to take is.
The right path to take, huh?
Video producer, I think it is, perhaps. Oh, and it had muted on. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna have to. Well, we can do this and do that at the same time. It's not a big deal. That really pisses me off. That's probably because I accidentally hit the play button on my keyboard and it started playing Spotify. Bet you that's did it. Fuck. I hope it didn't mute the whole thing, because then that really just kind of makes all of this kind of pointless, doesn't it? Ah, son of a bitch. Oh, that sucks.
It's awfully quiet around here.
It's
The snow will do that. It absorbs a lot of sound.
gonna unplug.
Meaning it could be tougher to hear anything approaching. That's worrisome.
It's rough that we have to be wary even of other Danans around here. What kind
That
of
was
person do
interesting.
you have to be to build a society that works like this?
Regardless of what kind, we're going to take them down, and that's that.
Right.
Well,
That's why we're here, after all.
yes, we're gonna cook. Do we have... Oh, we're short a bunch of stuff. Alright.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
So what part? Oh, way the hell up here. Yeah, so that was definitely where it muted. Huh. Shrink this bad boy. Right up there. Not want that interfering. I guess so. I'm really just kind of sitting here not doing anything. So what I'm going to do is ask that you go kind of switch back to this for a quick second. Well, I figure out really quickly how I'm going to... Was it like right away? Oh, that's funny. Okay, so what ended up happening to that video, it looks like... is partway through the Be Right Back thing is I had hit the... I have a multimedia wireless keyboard. Well, it is hooked up at the moment.
Well,
but you can
off we
see at the portion right here, there's some multimedia controls. So play, pause, stop, you know, that stuff. And I had accidentally hit play because I had to drop a bunch of stuff on my tables due to the fact that the stuff I talked about before, where I accidentally unplugged some stuff and I kind of got in an emergency mode because I was trying to clean stuff up. And, yeah, that was fun. So, yeah, there was like a short time where Spotify was playing and I thought it harmless because I was like, what are the chances that Twitch is going to catch this straight away? And they most certainly did right away. They wasted 0 time. Oh yeah, I was supposed to change those abilities, wasn't I? Are these guys like more powerful or something? Oh, whatever. I'll deal with that stuff later. Right now.
This is it. Dig deep.
Easier said than done.
No excuses. This is up to us.
Oh yes, but jeez. Calm your ass.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See ya. Oh, nice.
I can feel my power growing.
Alright. I do apologize if I miss a chat or something like that here. It kind of takes its time to show up for me. As opposed to when I do it on through Streamlabs. What is up here? More enemies. Sweet. Oh, I got to do the abilities crap again. All right.
You're surrounded. Stay calm. Rising Wyvern. Mirage.
You know, I don't know why they limit the. You see, like above my life meter up there, there's 3 diamonds there, right? Well, that's these abilities that I use. Each one that I use takes up one of those diamonds, and they steadily recharge as you're fighting. So you can't, once you run out, you can't keep using abilities. The thing is, they refill at such a steady rate that you're almost constantly chaining these abilities. So it's like, it almost makes me wonder why they switched to this system in the first place. Like, if you want to limit people spamming the abilities, then why wouldn't you just go back to points? Like, I believe it was at one point. Just, whatever. It's cool.
I need to be stronger.
Let's open the menu here, and so we're gonna switch that for lightning thrust. I'm gonna switch that for I think we're gonna leave that one. Shut up, Windows. Nobody likes you. And I can actually validate that. Even the people who use you sometimes don't like you. Let's see. It's only 2 hits. I thought it was more than that. That's more than 2 hits right there. And then I don't use either that much, so that's all Mirage. Alright. I think that's good then. Alright, let's see what this chest has got. Chesty, chesty, chest. And don't forget, anybody who might be watching, if you like what you see, tell your friends. Do some donating. You know, pimp it around if you so choose. And just to not put too fine of a point on it, Relatable Bandit, thank you very much. I'm not going to say anything out here as to what's going on in case, you know, you don't want that information public, but I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm going to put that straight into towards, you know, doing some upgrades to everything, so I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Did it really just go one? Yeah, it is.
Another notch in the old belt.
Keep them coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it.
Let's see what we got here. Mushrooms, maybe? No, tomatoes.
Hey,
What's this thing?
find a recipe?
You know what? Honestly,
Yeah,
that's an
we can use this
appropriate
for it.
response to tomatoes. If you have not seen a tomato before. What's this thing? If I put too fine of a point on it, I fucking hate tomatoes. I mean, okay, let me be clear. I enjoy tomatoes in certain things if they are small enough and they're not like squirting juice everywhere. I think my tolerance for them has grown over the years, but it is a tolerance nonetheless. I can't stand handling them, and if they're like mushy, wow. We can barely talk about it, much less. Oh, yeah, I like that much better. Let's see if I can really kind of stretch this combo out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That was pretty good. Like, early game combos, as far as Tales games are concerned, that's pretty good. At least in my opinion. I'm gonna have to start wandering for this stuff, aren't I? Alright. Well, it's so I call it Kofi. Maybe it's called actually pronounced coffee. I'm not sure. The whole premise I feel behind it is people feel iffy about Patreon if you're not providing an actual product, unless you're like some kind of established streamer or established like Etsy maker or something like that, or you're a content provider like if you make a comic or something along those lines, or you're, like I said, well established. So Patreon doesn't really work for startups like myself. If you don't have a singular product to provide and you're not well established, a Kickstarter really isn't for you. A lot of the crowdfunding type stuff that would really help me out is US based primarily, and a lot of the donation stuff is US based that doesn't require like a huge following in order to get started. And I saw one of my friends who is streaming semi-regularly, and he has a Ko-fi set up as well, and people just said it was really convenient to work with, and I tried donating to him on it, and I found it very very convenient, so I figured this was a system that allowed people to donate directly to me, so that way I can kind of put that back into my streams. That was the whole idea, the whole premise with that. Now, as far as coffee drinking is concerned, actual coffee drinking, I drink more tea these days than coffee. However, most of this, any funding that'll go from this will go back into the stream for sure, one way or the other, if it becomes more of a regular thing, which I'm kind of hoping it is. Again, any sort of promotion, any sort of recommendations, or even just making this a regular thing will 100% make it something where I can start doing this more and more often. This is what I love doing, is sharing with friends and just kind of chilling and having a good time. That's what I like to do.
I'll run you through. It's over. Strike. I'm on it. Dazzle.
Zip. I totally expect to be doing some like full-on Advent Children moves by the end of this game, I feel. More tomatoes. Alright, let's see where we're at here. Oh, yeah, I should probably gate something.
I'm all stocked up. You're mine. Where are you going?
It's
Who
over.
wants to die next?
So, interesting little notion here, but these are wireless, and while these aren't like 100% the like studio quality headphones or anything like that, I've noticed most of the interference comes from over here on my table, where I have a lot of my controller docks, and this little USB hub as well. It seems like the closer I get to them, the more crazy the interference gets. It's just really strange. I've not used this style of wireless headphones before, so learning new things, and I like that. I mean, I don't like that they're being interfered with, but I like that I'm learning things about this. What the hell are these guys?
Brace yourselves. This one's tough. You're mine. Eat this. Run you through.
Tear into these assholes. Where is
Through. Touch cannon. Sonic thrust.
There, go.
Here I come.
I'm only getting
I'm on it. Mirage. Take this.
I'm only getting flame. Reload.
Here I come.
I'm out. I'm
You're
all
finished.
stocked up.
I'm on it. It's over. See ya. Be still. Mirage.
Yeah, there we go.
Here I come. How's this? See ya. Here I come. It's over. Shield.
Well, yeah, because she's the ranged attacker, and then they come over this way?
Burning strike. Here I
It's not going to plan.
Well, no, it's not. Because we didn't have a plan.
go. Ready to do it.
Yes, dingus. There we go. Aw.
Now I can let loose. Talon Storm. Take this.
There you go.
That was almost too easy.
Go figure. The first string link goes off without a hitch. Yeah, the second one, not so much. Alright, let's just go ahead and do this. And let's see if this gets me in any trouble. And done. Hopefully that doesn't get me into too much trouble. Alright, was just posting a link for my stream somewhere. Right.
What's this thing?
This is lettuce. And some more ore down this way. What is this?
I think I'll try to make
wheat,
that new
sweet.
recipe with this.
All right, but I'll decide how spicy it is.
houses in a place like this? People really live all the way out here?
The whole area is just little villages. This one's Messiah 224.
Wait, I hear something. Sounds like people arguing.
Bureau agents. The Snake Eyes must be here. We should sneak past them. That was my original plan, since you all stick out so much.
Why? In case one of your people tattles on us?
It's the Renans who are making us do it.
Oh yeah? Like this Renan who you need to save your people's skin?
Oh, that's rich, coming from the Bright Eyes, whose people are the reason we're in this mess in the first
That's enough.
place. But she started it!
3 centuries of resentment is too much to lay at a single person's feet. Same goes for you, Shion. You can't ignore the past when speaking of the present. Now, what's going on in that village?
I am what you would
If I
call
were to
a
guess,
casual
someone
fan
tipped off the Snake
of
Eyes and they're here to make an
Soulsborne
arrest.
style
You better not be
games.
about to... I'm here for the
More
Lord's
than
head, and nothing
because of the
more.
fact that I'm
That go
not
for you too,
great
Elfin?
at them,
Why did you come?
but also
Why? To liberate this realm's
mostly
slaves, of
because I
course.
find that once you get the hang of it,
Are you still a
and
slave?
once you get good at it,
Me?
the game gets
No.
kind of samey
Then tell me what it
until you
means
start
to live
playing online,
unshackled.
and that to me is
I'll
not.
tell you what it means.
That doesn't
It means
make
living on your own
it
terms. Being your own
difficult
master.
in a traditional sense. Like, it doesn't
Thinking
require a
and
whole
making
lot of
decisions
critical
for
thinking
yourself,
once you
and being
find your
prepared to accept the
strategy and
consequences.
what works for you.
Understand?
It's difficult the same way Ninja Gaiden
Yeah.
back in the day
I think
was
so.
difficult.
Good.
Ninja
So
Gaiden
prove it to me.
relied a lot
Sure.
on like muscle memory
start
and
with me.
training
I'm not
your
going, and
reflexes
that's
and
that.
things like that. Once
I
you got
understand.
through and
Just wait
you
here with Rin
understood
until we get back,
what you were
okay?
You're
supposed to
going in
do,
without the sword?
everything was just kind of,
Looks to be
you
that
know,
way.
routine
This is my
almost.
choice, after all.
And I find a lot, some of the
Your
Souls
choice?
games, or at least
Listen
some
to
areas of Souls games,
That sword's useless to
fall
me without
within the
someone
same
to
frame.
use it.
Like, it
You
just.
go dying on me out
And
there,
that doesn't
you'll put our
really
whole
appeal to
mission
me.
in
It
jeopardy.
seems just
But I need us all
difficult for
to
the
make it
sense
safely to
of,
Sislo
or
Den.
for the sake of difficulty, and that's not really my
Too
thing.
many sacrifices have already been made. We came here to put a stop to any more.
You've sacrificed something too,
Like,
huh?
if I want a
Hide
game to be
somewhere
difficult, I
until
want a
it's
game
over.
to be difficult
Hear me?
in a way that requires me to,
Damn those
like,
Renans.
where it
I
doesn't
hate seeing Danik
require
suffering under them
the
here,
same
too.
solution twice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it requires some creative approaches, I guess. Things like that. It's really kind of hard to describe.
Silence embedded. Anyone who fails to
I
cooperate
wanna-
will be arrested and tried as a traitor to the realm.
You know what I mean?
Damn it. Some rat must have sold us out again.
You there! You want me to haul you up on suspicion of civil disobedience?
But I didn't. Ah!
What? Leave him alone! An embedded dares defy the orders of his lordship? Know your place, slave!
We can't use the blazing sword this close to the villagers. They could get hurt. But there are too many agents. Zephyr?
Law. Is that you?
What's going on?
I am the law.
Fighting them?
Law.
What are you doing here?
Oh shit! I feel like I'm gonna be doing Judge Dredd puns for like the entire stream if this is gonna be this guy's name.
I hereby detain you in the name of his lordship.
If he's gonna be like a secondary character. Oh fuck! I don't know if I'm ready for that. All right, let's put the smackdown on Law.
They've got me surrounded. I'm a true gunslinger around here.
Oh, I'm not gonna activate my sword at all. All right.
It's over!
So, using my sword is too much. But, you know what isn't? Throwing grenades and explosive shots. Ugh.
Are you trying to get caught? I'm sure that can be arranged. Not if I can help it. You're finished. Now try harder. Fall back. I'm on it. You're mine. Sonic throw.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm trying.
You picked the wrong fight. We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. What's going on, Zephyr? Why won't you fight him? Is that soldier someone you know?
No, I just like saying the word.
Please.
It won't work, you know. You never change, do you? You've always got that damn-going look on your face! Zephyr!
Dude, she get dummied. At least block some shots, man.
He's my son.
Oh.
So now you remember me. The nerve of you. I'm gonna wipe that damn look off your face once and for all! What in hell?
Sit down. I presume there's some history here.
Enemy reinforcements. Use the sword.
I can't. The villagers will get caught in the blast. We need to fall back.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Zephyr!
Go. Leave without me.
You can't.
I'm not leaving without him.
Alphen, there's no time.
But what about the resistance? Everyone's counting on you!
Forgive me.
Ugh.
Wait, but if you get what? Oh, and then I forget that this is, for all intents and purposes, anime, but in video game form.
We've waited all night, but nobody's shown up.
No sign of Zephyr or an enemy pursuit. So, what's the plan now?
You really need to ask? We go rescue Zephyr.
If he's under arrest, they'll have taken him to Cisloden, the capital city. Assuming he's still alive, that is.
I can't believe Zephyr never told us he had a son. I wonder if the rest of the Crimson Crows knew about it.
And to find him in that village of all places. Some coincidence, huh?
Those fireworks you pulled out of your hat back there. They were astral arts, weren't they?
Shion, what the hell are you doing?
Except I've never heard of a Danon who can cast astral arts. Are you a Renan?
Like hell I am!
No, of course not. Renan's eyes light up when they use astral arts. And when you used an art, your eyes definitely didn't. So I guess that means you can't be a so-called bright eyes
So
after
why would
all.
you ask? That was a really stupid exchange of events.
Sorry.
Are you a Renan? You cast the astral arts, but then again, your eyes didn't light up, so
Those were
clearly
astral arts I
you're
used.
not.
Same as the ones wielded by the Renans. A long time ago, my family, my people, were once known as mages.
A Dahnan mage? Up until now, I'd only ever heard of them in stories and rumors. Though
And
now
we
I've
got
seen them
one!
with my own eyes. I suppose I'll have to believe it.
We've been in hiding for a long, long time. Even before the Renans first attacked. That's why no one knew about us.
Even before the Renans?
Yeah. My ancestors were persecuted and targeted for their gifts.
But it was by their fellow Dahnans.
They lived hidden away all these centuries, keeping their existence secret even from the Resistance. My mom and dad drilled it into me that I was never, under any circumstances, supposed to let anyone find out about us.
If that's the case, then why did you use your powers back there?
Also, I should note,
don't know. 1 second, I saw Zephyr
something
got
reminded
next,
me of just now. Subscribe to Amazon Prime, and you aren't already using your Prime sub on anything. I wouldn't mind if you swung it my way.
Astral Arts. If the Renans knew such a threat existed, there'd be hell to pay.
Hey!
What? You think I'm gonna go to the Lords with this information? I'm a traitor and an outcast at this point. Or did you forget? What amazes me is how anyone could have that kind of power and yet keep it hidden all this time. Didn't you ever want to use it to help your people?
Don't talk like you know the first thing about me, Renan!
That's enough. Zephyr wouldn't want this.
Listen, all I care about is taking out the Lords, okay? Which is no doubt what her people want too. Using her powers to help do it only makes sense.
Makes sense for who? Us? Besides, Zephyr comes first. We can't just abandon him.
It's fine.
Huh?
You're going to save Zephyr, right? If so, you're going to need my powers to do it. I don't want anyone else to die.
Are you sure? Then let's get back to the village. We need to find out what happened.
What's wrong?
Nothing, just... I'm surprised how dark out it is.
Why wouldn't it be? It's still night after all.
No, that's what's weird. A lot of time's passed since we arrived in Cyslodia. You'd figure the sun would have come up by now.
Oh, right. It's not like this back in Calaglia, is it? To be honest, I completely forgot.
It's eternally nighttime,
basically,
isn't it?
It's always night in this realm.
Called it.
Huh?
It's been that way forever. It never gets any brighter outside, even in the morning.
So it's always dark all day long?
But how?
Up
How is
until
that
I
even
saved the
possible?
day, I presume.
Did the Renans cause this?
Of course they did. It's complicated to explain, though. It'd be easier to just get to Cysloden, so you can see what's going on for yourself.
I'll take your word for it. But right now, finding Zephyr comes first.
Called it on both parts. So I've actually played games recently where the exact same thing was set up. Let's see. So when casting an art, you press and hold the art button to delay activation until you let it go. So it's not a charge, but a delay. Okay. Oh, wait. So it is charged. You can also press R1 in this state to save it for later and charge it. Charge starts, activate after your next attack art, used in combos. Okie doke. If you cast the same art as the one currently charged, they'll combine into a higher tier spell. These can include arts that Rinwell is yet to learn, or only trigger with specific combinations, so experiment and see what different pairs yield. Okay. Hoodle will alert you when there's an owl on your map. One tip in finding owls is that the closer you are to one, the more Hoodle reacts.
I wonder how Zephyr's doing. If that law guy is his son, they shouldn't be rough with him.
I want to believe that. But those two didn't look like they're exactly on good terms. Actually, now I'm curious. Can Danans enlist in the Snake Eyes too?
Definitely. They're useful for surveillance here. Doesn't win you many friends on either side, though.
So why is Zephyr's kid working for the Renans then?
Revenge, maybe? Sounded like kid was a little bitter.
Essences. We lack only darkness while they are without light. Thus, to achieve perfection...
What are you muttering over there?
I was practicing a magic incantation.
I mean...
An incantation? Is it anything
what you're saying is valid.
Used today?
I guess.
Not quite. It takes time for me to finish my chants.
The
so I'm
problem
saying
here
them quickly
with
and accurately. You know, just in
with
case.
that is that
I've
at the end of the day,
never to use magic if I can avoid it up until now.
You said you
I'm not sure how to put this,
hiding,
but
right? Because you were a mage.
Basically,
where did all the other mages go?
I've been playing video games for the better part of my life.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was such a sensitive
I'm
topic.
38 now. Yeah, 38.
It's okay.
Going on 39, Jesus. But I'm 38, and I've been playing video games since I was able to. Basically, we've almost always had video games in our household. Either mine or somebody else had them. My very first console was an Atari 2600, I want to say. Or ColecoVision, I can't remember which one came into the household first. And my 2600, my very first game I played was Warlords on it. And I'll tell you, there was nothing to that game. And as things developed in video games and as trends came about and as storytelling changed, I was pretty much there for every step of the way. It's like listening to so much music and you start noticing popular music does the same things or says the same things or you know has the same chord patterns and things like that. It's like you start noticing these things and they work and they succeed because there's certain reasons behind it. You know, these things are popular for good reasons. Yeah, like it's
Is that owl okay?
Once you've experienced it for so long, that's just something that's gonna happen.
Wonder what's up with it. Come here, it's okay.
Just noticing a lot of people coming in and out of the chat. I'm just
What
trying to
happened?
figure out who that
Say
is.
this, Rinwell, but I lost Hoodle. I didn't mean to scare him, but he took off.
Hoodle? He's right next to you.
He is. All I see is snow.
Dan and owls conceal themselves when they feel threatened. I guess he's still not quite used to being around other people yet.
That
But
would
yeah,
explain it.
I mean,
I should have been more
to
careful.
answer
with
you
him.
quickly, yeah,
Sorry.
you know, it's just a matter of
It's fine.
recognizing
I'm the only human he's comfortable with. Come here,
the
Hoodle.
patterns, and like you said, it's something that comes with
He was that
experience.
close?
He's just a little wary of you. I think he gets that you're going to be with us for a while, though. Step in the right direction.
I don't know if
If
you
you
would
call his
consider it
name,
easy,
he might eventually respond at least.
necessarily.
Got it.
I think it's
Thanks.
just something that just kind of happens.
At least he's not sick or something.
Indeed. It's
In
quite
the
a relief.
particular situation where I was talking about Nightfall coming, and you going in and changing things, and that's resolving the Nightfall, like that particular trope. I can't remember what other game it was, but there was one. Actually, Final Fantasy XIV that I just got the expansion for. There's a sequence in one of the expansions where you go somewhere, and it's always, well, I mean, it's a little bit different. It's not quite as broken down as, hey, look, it's nighttime and now, ooh, that's cool. It's not quite as simple as you go in and you save the day and now it's daytime all of a sudden, or now it's daytime all of a sudden. You go in and it's essentially always light out, and then you go and you save the day essentially, and then everybody gets to see night for the first time, and it's like the polar opposite of the exact same trope. And I'm pretty sure I've seen it like one other time in recent memory, because even then I was like, really?
Out of our way.
I keep forgetting to assign these new abilities. That last one was really cool and I liked it a lot. I'm gonna have to learn how to use that magic caster though, because combining spells to make bigger spells and just essentially having like a magic based version of Riku from Final Fantasy X sounds really cool. And by Riku, I mean where Riku had an ability. If you haven't played Final Fantasy X, Riku had an ability where you can mix and match items, and they had different effects depending on how you mixed and matched them. And one of the most powerful, I want to say abilities, but it was really just a spell. One of the most powerful spells in the game came from Riku's ability. So I see a function that's somewhat similar.
Where are you going?
I get a little bit excited. Oh, look at that damage on Pyron. That's good. So good. I'm gonna get a heal, guys, or there we go. Oh, come on, man. Really? I'm sorry, you say blah 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 magic? That's hilarious. Alright. Son of a bitch. The healer is dead. I hate that.
Everyone's still...
Let's see. Oh, this screen looks different. Okay, so maybe every region in the game is going to give me a different menu screen. Because this one has Rinwell and Law on it. Law? Oh, I'm fucking... I can't deal with it. You know what? I may have to get some Judge Dredd emotes for, for the server. Oh, God. Judge Dredd Discord emotes. Please tell me they exist. Yes, they do. Oh, no, those are stickers, not emotes. And they cost money. I'm not paying for that. Oh, well. Alright. Whatevs. I might have to make my own from gifts. Actually, you know what? Let's go, Bep. Let's say... gift. Oh, there is so much. Oh, my heart is not ready. You betrayed the law! I am the law! Law! Oh, I can't say the name anymore. Oh, maybe this is only me. I have to save this, so... Alright. Fuck. Alright. I don't do this too often. Oh, goodness. So... The original Judge Dredd movie, don't know if you've seen it, stars Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone is kind of a weird mixed bag of an actor. I think he's just campy as all hell. And In this movie, he plays the character Judge Dredd in this dystopian society where basically these judge characters go around playing judge, executioner, and jury, and they just basically go out and uphold the law, but as like the ultimate executor of the law, essentially. And they're meant to be like almost like these like I don't even know how to put it. Look up the character, you familiarize yourself with it. But anyways, Sylvester Stallone plays basically the most effective judge that's out there, and his name is, as you guessed, Judge Dredd. And Judge Dredd goes out, does his law-like things, and he becomes like just obsessed with the law and upholding the law, and that's why he's so effective. And there's this guy who is also a judge, and he kind of corrupts the whole thing. So he basically does it, he like upholds it in a corrupt way in some way, shape, or form. I can't remember the exact storyline, but basically his whole thing, and he says this numerous times in the movies, goes, "I am the law." And it's like, that's his thing, but in a very Sylvester Stallone-like way, so where it's like, he looks like half his face is kind of like, you know, John Kretchen paralyzed, so it's like, so he has that going on, and it's like, almost like a drawl, so he's like, "I am the law." And it's funny, even to the point where Rob Schneider's character in the movie makes fun of him for it later on in the film, and it's hilarious. But there's a spot where Sylvester Stallone and this other corrupt dude get into it, and is the GIF gonna post? Oh god! And it is the funniest thing if you've seen it. And actually, the GIF I don't think really does it any justice, so to speak. Let's see. Judge Dredd. Law, oh god, please tell me. Please tell me. Is this it? Is this the clip? Oh, please tell me this is it. Oh, I think this is like a long version of it. But please tell me it's in here.
You know, I never understood though. Why did you judge me? Why did you judge me? You killed innocent people. The means to an end. You started a mess. I caused the revolution. You betrayed the law. I betrayed this. Your council's experiment, which failed.
Oh god, out of context in bringing so much other stuff into it kind of lessens the impact a little bit, but there we go. Hold on, we're gonna pause this. If you want to watch that whole clip, it was memed on so hard at some point, like well after the movie was around, because obviously the 90s memes weren't really as much of a thing, or at least they weren't called memes back then. God, I'm saying that, I'm so old. There were just jokes that got passed around. Holy shit, there's only about an hour left in the download. But like somewhere about 30 seconds into that clip is the thing that I'm talking about. So, you betrayed the law! Law! Just, it's so hokey, it's stupid, but it's funny because of that. Oh, okay. Every time I see this little, you know, this moody, edgy, angsty little teenager there with a swoopy bang, God, the fact that I have to actually point out that it's the one on the left. It's every time I see it, that's all I'm gonna think of. So if I hear his name and I burst out laughing, that's exactly why. And I may have a reaction every time I hear that. That's gonna be awful. Jen's gonna hate me for it. So I'm just gonna... Oh, and then I'm gonna have to explain it. That's gonna be the best part if she enjoys it as well. It's actually gonna be the best part. I actually can't wait to explain it now. I feel like I've been here before.
Right, here goes.
Can actually get to playing the game. I feel like I might need to be upgrading my weapons soon.
Sleep now.
We got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours.
Actually, you know what? Forget my weapons. I'd like to actually upgrade my my armor. I haven't gotten a chance to do that in this game yet. I mean, I got armor or outfits, like new stuff to wear, but I haven't really truly upgraded armor or anything. And I feel like it's coming, but I don't know if we're quite there yet.
Astral arts can be pretty difficult. Not only
Seems
are they
we
powerful,
just learned
their
how
range
to
lets them strike us before we even get close.
create
Actually,
accessories.
I can just disrupt astral arts.
What do you mean?
When someone is casting an art, their focus has to be entirely on the incantation. So right when they're completing the casting, I just kinda steal it from them.
Really? Then what do you do with the energy you've stolen?
I hold on to it and use it whenever I want, like I can with my own magic. The thing is, I can only unleash that art once. After I use it, it's gone. Oh, also, when I steal astral energy, the enemy will lose focus, which means they can't cast anything else for a while.
So you basically
So
draw
not only
magic
can you
like
steal
on
their
Fantasy
energy,
8.
but doing so incapacitates them too? That's amazing, Rinwell. I didn't realize your magic could do so much.
It's actually something of a secret technique within my clan, so I kinda had to learn it.
Well, if we come across any tough enemies that use incantations, I'm sure that power of yours will come in real handy.
Yeah, it's tricky to pull off, but you can count on me.
Okay, I remember what I wanted to do now. That's why I'm back here, because I wanted to go back to the cabin. Let's use the fire again, because I fought a couple of times in battles that I've already been in. This is why you'll catch me sometimes skipping some battles too. Mostly because of the fact that,
This is great. The taste and aroma will
mostly
blow
because of the
everyone
fact
away.
that they're just gonna respawn, so clearing an area is not gonna help. Other than just bring your experience up, and experience works in a weird way in this game.
Let's keep.
Like, it's not, if I've noticed, not really a traditional leveling system in this. You do earn points towards levels, but your stats don't, like, they don't really, there's not a whole lot of transparency in terms of how you level up, other than with your skill panel here. And actually, I should double check on that. Can I get a witness? Let's see. Strength and magic charge. Nope, new ability, please. And how about here? Do you have anything we can get? I've already done that one. Yeah, no, nothing really. Same here, I'm guessing. Yeah, pretty much.
Moving.
Let's just tear through here since I've already been through most of this. Can't really skip these guys, so let's do it to it.
Dispose of the trash.
I didn't assign the freaking abilities again. Oh well.
It's over. It's on. Not today.
Sweet dreams!
Here I come.
Cover the captain! Raging captain! Not on my watch! It's over! I never miss!
No escape.
Mega ray! Do it!
Finish.
Astral energy!
Oh, nice. Okay, I enjoyed that a lot. Right? Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Over here? Oh, there you are. Man, I do not pity the voice actors who have to make sound effects like that.
Looks like we've spotted one of Poodle's friends.
Because you know they didn't use, like, a mic to an actual owl to get that. There's some guy on a mic, or some girl on a mic who's going, hoo, 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 hoo. And that's, like, what they got on contract to do.
It's
Like,
eerily quiet.
that's what their,
No sign of Zephyr.
that's what their job is.
You think they took him away already?
That's, not for
Let's
me.
say we quit hiding and go ask some villagers. Someone's bound to report us no matter what we do. So, we might as well.
So what we do to those people who would report us, we punch them in the face
What? You heard her. She's got
with a
point.
sword
Our cover was blown
and a
last
fireball.
night. Where's the sense in sneaking around?
Dude, you know what?
And what if
Honestly,
there's soldiers
given
looking
the atmosphere
followed
of
us to
some
the cabin
discussions
already.
these days,
Relax.
like
The
imagine
coast is clear.
imagine the
Let's hurry
string
and
of
speak to the
embarrassing
villagers.
stuff that might happen in a family. Or not embarrassing,
Is
but
she
let's say
always like
embarrassing
that?
to an
I don't know how
old-fashioned
you
family.
managed to put up with
So
her.
let's say,
Makes
you
you think I'm
know,
managing.
there's say, you know, like this board meeting or something like that, it'd be like, oh my god, my kid came out as gay the other day,
Let's try
and
talking
that
to the
was just,
villagers.
that was a lot for me to deal with. Oh, well, you think that's bad? Well, my kid is a YouTube streamer, and that's all he does, and he barely makes anything doing it. Hi. And, picture, you know, somebody at the end of the table and going, you know what, dude? My kid makes 5 G's hooting. Now I should come and say here before, because I know this is on Twitch, that by no means am I saying, you know, hey look, coming out 100% cool. I definitely encourage feeling empowered, things like that. But I also know how some old-fashioned people are and how not so great they can sometimes be. So just putting that into the air as something that might happen. I still think that idea is just amazing. Like, just sitting there and going, like, this is me. This is who I am. I'm a fucking cartoon owl. And those things existed for the longest time, too. There was... Oh, what was it? I think it was an episode of Yogi Bear or something like that. I want to say Yogi Bear? An old Yogi Bear cartoon. If you remember or know anybody who knows what Yogi Bear is, I'm pretty sure they remade that cartoon a number of times. But from when, like, my parents... Yogi Bear, pretty much. There was a tape that I had for the longest time, and it was like one of the first Yogi Bear cartoons, and they basically were just trying to get a good old picnic basket. Him and Yogi Bear and his little, I don't know if it was his son or whatever, little bear, Boo Boo, and they were just trying to get a basket, and they ended up by some cartoon hijinks in charge of keeping a little baby safe, and this baby was chasing after a saber-toothed tiger or something of some kind of weird nonsense like that. And this baby's line through this entire thing was to go bopple 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 kitty 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 kitty, and some variation of that in what you might imagine as a more baby-like voice for a cartoon. And it turns out that I watched this like so many years later after watching it as a kid and thinking that voice was absolutely hilarious. This person was like some no-name voice actor. Like that baby in that cartoon had its own part, and this baby had, like, we were talking about this owl having, like, this voice actor making all kinds of cash doing owl noises, and then there's this baby out here in a Yogi Bear cartoon probably 20, 30, 40 years ago. Same deal. And it's absolutely hilarious to me. I think that it's absolutely hilarious. What is this? Let's take a look. Oh no. So my girlfriend Jen just sent me a thing on Facebook where she got me a air fryer for Christmas. Or I can't say this year anymore because it's 2022. But let's just say last year for shits and giggles, because technically it's true. And she sent me this thing where apparently somebody air fried a Big Mac, and I'm just watching the progress, and yeeks. No. Okay, I may have to, dude, it is literally like the one guy who, like, what was it? He, like, tried to see how long, like, McDonald's food would last, and how it, like, lasted for months and months and months and months before mold started finally growing on it. This is almost the same case where it's just, it got hotter and harder. And it's absolutely hilarious. Oh no. Well, that was an adventure. I think I may just post this in the Discord for the lulz. That is something else. Let's just go ahead and put that in cooking, because that's just a straight up shit post. Alright. Alright, to answer your question earlier, funny you should mention Resident Evil. I just watched a couple of videos, just like random stuff, from Resident Evil. I have played, in some measure, every Resident Evil to date, with exception to 8, or Village, so far, and I've watched most of the movies. Mostly because let's see, the first one was campy, so I enjoyed it on that level. The gameplay wasn't really my thing. The tank controls, I absolutely hate the tank controls, but it was like, you can't play the game and get around tank controls, so I will tolerate it, I guess. Let's see. 2 was an absolute banger. I'm not gonna lie. Foregoing the whole tank controls thing, Resident Evil 2 was like a perfect storm for the time that it was released. It was an absolute masterpiece. The third one rode its coattails. It was very good. I feel 4 was probably where Resident Evil kind of started losing its way, in my opinion. A lot of people were like, Resident Evil 4 is where it peaked. Personally, I think 3 is where it peaked. But that's mostly because I find Ashley to be annoying as hell, and I hate escort missions. And if you're gonna make a whole game essentially an escort mission, that's when I just sign out. Like, I am just dialed out. Oh god, don't even get me started, please. I wanted to love Resident Evil 4. I got on that train a little bit late. So everybody that I knew that really liked Resident Evil was really, 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 like, you have to play Resident Evil 4. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I played it on GameCube way, way back. And I was like, what's the big deal? I don't get it. Like, it looks good. It plays good for Resident Evil, I guess. But I'm not gonna spend this much time on an escort quest when it's annoying. And I don't play games to be annoyed. Like, that's not my jam. Like, you know what I mean?
Basically a code. It indicates it's a small village.
So it's not its actual name? Then does that mean that 224 is...
Yeah. It's merely a serial number assigned to it for administrative purposes.
There's a owl around here. Anyways, before I get too tied up in trying to look for this damn owl, fuck, that's gonna bother the hell out of me. Where is it? Where is it? It's to my left. Is it up here somewhere? Oh. Well, anyways, let's get down here before that bothers the hell out of me. But, anyways, so Resident Evil 5 was interesting. It did a lot of weird stuff that I didn't really expect Resident Evil to do, but to me, it didn't feel like a Resident Evil. It was like a game that linked to the Resident Evil universe, but didn't feel like a Resident Evil at all. But I'd still rather play for Resident Evil 5 than Resident Evil 4 by a long fucking shot, but it didn't feel like a Resident Evil at all. And then Resident Evil 6 was...
Then I have to start over from the beginning. As soon as my concentration breaks, any astral energy I've accumulated disperses.
Resident Evil 6 was...
So once you start reciting, that's our cue to make sure that no...
I don't even know how to explain it. It was amazing, but not like, oh my god, that game was crazy good. It was such a masterpiece. It was so super... It was just amazing that all of those elements came together and it made a game. Like, I can't explain it. It was like, there was some really good moments in there. If you just isolated them and put them in a different game, I feel like I would have enjoyed it a lot more. But oh wow, that was an experience. Let's just say that. 7 definitely, I feel, captured the atmosphere that early Resident Evils went for, but it still didn't feel like a Resident Evil for me. I think 7 felt more like a Resident Evil should in terms of atmosphere. Where the fuck is this owl? This is gonna bother me. 8 just picked up from where 7 left off, and I was okay with this. Evil Within was more science fiction-y, I find. They better not have reversed the stereo on this, because if they did, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, yeah, they might have. Let's see if that's the case. But yeah, Evil Within was interesting too. I feel like Evil Within
can't chase after every little thing.
Tried to do its own thing, and I think it really, for the most part, succeeded. I really appreciated what Evil Within did for that type of genre.
I wonder if something happened.
Oh, there we go. It finally did the Discord thing. Oh, wait. Where was it? So still, I can't even see it. Oh, it's in the fucking basket. Jesus. Oh, whatever. Get lost.
Looks
There
like
we
we've
go.
spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
One of Hoodle's friends. What are they, all friends? Alright, let's pick up some quests and get the hell out of here. But yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that was a game I wasn't expecting to think about. I think Evil Within was one of those weird cases where I enjoyed the game casually, but I don't think I can enjoy the game seriously. There was a couple of spots where the game's difficulty ramped up drastically, and the difficulty curve just went and just kind of stayed there until you got to a certain point, and then it got really easy again, and then right back up again. And while I can adjust to that, that's not fun to me. And then the ending of the game was it wasn't terrible, but it was not good either. Yeah, it was. I don't like when games try and jump the shark by going, well, I can't say that this was really appropriate, but it was a dream all along. Like, it really breaks down all the supernatural stuff that was happening if they're just saying, well, yeah, it was all in your head, essentially. And it's like, all the stuff you just spent all this time setting up and making it seem a certain way, really you're just kind of pooping all over it. And it's like, it fits within the context of the universe, but it still feels like a cheap trope, and I just...
Interesting.
Gross.
Alright. Good.
I think I've seen enough of it being used in genres and in storytelling styles that don't really need it. I remember the first one that I got locked in with that.
No one would have come up with it
Super
before the
Mario
application.
2.
That's for sure.
God, if I
think the
remember
Snake
that,
Eyes will
seeing
hold
that
it against
ending
them,
and
do
going,
If
wait,
anything,
what?
The warmth might help
Why?
loosen them up.
Why is this even necessary? But there we were, looking at Mario, dreaming this entire time. And I get it, the place was called Subcon, and it's the land of dreams. But here I thought you were actually, like, there, and you were doing stuff for people, and I don't know, man. I was a kid. It was a really nasty trick. I didn't like it. But I was also a kid, so, you know. How are we on Final Fantasy 14? 26 minutes.
Hey.
I might actually be able to get some quests done if I can get into the server before I have to take off.
Sure.
Jesus, did Shionne literally just say, "Hey, we can keep you quiet if I put my rifle in your mouth and blow your head off"? Shit. Alright, have I ever dipped into the BioShock series? Yes. I'm more than dipped. The first 2 games I was super late on. BioShock 1 I played casually until I got into BioShock Infinite. I only got about halfway through BioShock Infinite before I played through 1 and 2. BioShock 1 I actually really enjoyed, because I like the whole like Skyrim like ability to do one thing with one hand and the other thing with the other hand, so where you had your abilities in your one hand and then you can shoot and use weapons with the other hand. I really like the dual wield type like gameplay. That was really good. And pardon me, the very Ayn Rand style approach to some of the storytelling that was happening really appealed to me. So there was that. BioShock Infinite also dealt with a lot of story tropes that I don't see very often. So BioShock Infinite hit in a very I don't want to say close to home, but very appealing to me kind of way. BioShock 2 was just more of the same of BioShock 1. Didn't really hit the same way BioShock 1 did. I want to say that there was another thing. I think there was DLC for BioShock Infinite that I blew through. Had some really cool story beats to it, but again was just more of the same. As far as a game, like the gameplay was concerned, it seemed like very, very, how to put this, like, I don't want to say cliche, but it was definitely not very inventive. Like, all the stuff that it did it well. It just wasn't treading any new ground, I guess. But it was a very competent shooter. 100%. And the story beats were, like, really good. Oh. Yeah. You handed some stuff over. You got some gald and experience for it. I like when a game, if a game's gotta create a new currency that isn't like based on ours.
We had to treat everyone with suspicion.
It's like the bitter cold is frozen.
Come up with a new name for it. I kind of particularly like Capcom's. They call it Zenny. That to me is kind of cool. But if you're gonna like go this route and then just call it Gald, like really, something tells me you were just out of ideas, and that's how it's been. I'm pretty sure Gald is another Tales of tradition that's been in place since the very first, which I want to say was on Super Nintendo. Tales of Destiny, I think it was called. Let me double check on that. First Tales of game. Ooh, close. So Tales of Destiny was the first one I played. That one was for PlayStation, I believe. Yes, it was for PlayStation. That was the first one I played, and I actually... oh boy, that'll be an aside. But Tales of Fantasia was the one for Super Nintendo. That was the first one that came out in 1995. Oh man. I have played a lot of these games, but Tales of Destiny was the first one I played, and I actually enjoyed it so much that at the time I was doing a lot of creative writing and RPing on like Yahoo chats and stuff like that. Oh, those were the days. And I built an entire character around tropes and elements from Tales of Destiny. And oh god, that's some memories, man.
Please leave us
That's
alone. We don't want any trouble.
Because the character in Tales of Destiny
Answer our questions
has
and we'll leave you in peace.
Is that the
Where
one
did the agents take our friend?
where he has a sword, like a talking sword called a Swordian?
That's what they
It's
said.
like a wordplay on sword and guardian.
What did we ever do to deserve this? We haven't even crossed the street without looking first. Why are they after us?
Oh my god.
Come on, we're wasting time.
You'll need to hurry if you want to get your friend back.
Oh no.
Not a single person who's been taken to Cisloden has ever returned.
That is the guy. Holy
Hey, keep
shit.
quiet.
Yeah.
You're trying to get us all killed? Out to hell with that. Go on.
And he
report.
even has
See
the
if I
same
care.
last name as one of the characters I still
was a
use
city.
in some creative
Is it a
writing.
prison camp?
Oh man.
It's the realm's capital. Though when you're forbidden to move freely like we are, there isn't much difference. My parents and siblings
Wow.
were taken by the Snake
That's
Eyes. I haven't heard from any of them since.
that is a blast from the past.
For all I know, they're long dead by now.
So
Anyway, go! And kill as many Snake Eyes as you can for me while you're there!
that I can't let that slide.
All right. To Cisloden it is.
I can't get over this. Wow. Well, just by me remembering this, I feel kind of called out. I'm sorry. Is a cow glowing? Am I gonna get milk from it? I am. I just milked it. Hope you don't mind, random cow. Oh boy. Okay, now I can get through that area. One. Wait, did I miss anything? No. Okay.
People are really terrified of the Snake Eyes. I've got them jumping at their own shadows.
They may be Lord Ganabelt's lackeys, but for all intents and purposes, it's the Snake Eyes who control the realm. One wrong look, and your history.
So Zephyr's being moved to Cisloden. Let's cross our fingers we catch up with them on the way.
I mean, the plan was always for me to take you guys to Cisloden anyway. But a word of advice.
Oh?
There's a forest we have to pass through on our way there. I won't lie to you. It'll be dangerous.
More
Hasn't been
Sugals?
dangerous up to this point.
Wild ones at that. They hunt in packs, led by the biggest, meanest one. My friends and I got cornered by one on our way to Calaglia. That's how we got split up.
We'll just have to keep our wits about us then. The forest we're about to walk through is pretty dangerous. Let's make sure we're prepared before we go further.
Sure, do it for me. I don't mind. I haven't figured out how to use these yet anyways. Duh, I'm too
If you get injured,
stupid.
just let Shion know, okay?
I only have one pair of hands, you know.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
And here I was, thinking I could get some rest. Is something the matter?
The matter? No, nothing like that.
God,
And if it's all the same to
this
you,
woman's sassy, like
sleep,
she's
thanks.
getting paid to do it.
Is
Like,
chatting with
Jesus,
you really
man.
that much of a drag?
I just don't get the point, that's all. Is there some pressing reason why we have to talk right now?
I don't know, I think we should all make an effort to get to know one another. What if there's an emergency?
An emergency?
What if one of us suddenly got sick?
Then I'd cure them with my healing arts and we'd move on.
That's easy for you to say. But for the person doing the asking, it may not be so easy to approach you.
If they can't work up the courage to approach me, that's their problem. Unless you're suggesting I'd refuse to heal someone for the fun of it.
I didn't say that.
So what then? Quit beating around the bush and just tell me.
Look, what I'm trying to say is, if we're going to be traveling together, it makes more sense to do it as companions, rather than being at each other's throats the whole time.
I still don't get it. But I do understand that whatever it is, it obviously must mean a lot to you. I'm not trying to make things more difficult for you just for the sake of it. So, I'll make more of an effort to talk every now and then, even when we don't have to. Happy?
Yeah, I am.
Then if you don't mind, I'm going to get some sleep. Have a good night.
Didn't get it, huh?
I think it's time we go to sleep.
That was an interesting interaction.
How long do you plan on just sitting around doing nothing, Alphen? Because it looks to me like you're taking your sweet time getting ready.
I'm not procrastinating, if that's what you're implying.
Oh? Sure looks like it to me. You had me worried you'd forgotten our mission. Again.
I know, you don't need to keep reminding me.
Hey, Alphen. I'm already over here.
Right. Thanks for letting me know.
We saw you talking with that Bright Eyes before lights out last night.
That,
Mind
her
telling me what you
specifically, I think
discussed?
she's meant to, like, connect
Nothing in
to
particular.
people who use,
I just
like,
figured that maybe she would open up a little.
sarcasm
if I
and
tried talking
sass
to
as,
her.
like, a communication method.
What? Her? She's a Renin. I know we're working with her, but that doesn't mean we
And
have
I
to play
think
nice with her.
It's also,
Look,
like,
we're all going to be traveling together for a
trying to
while.
contrast
It's only going to make things
the
harder.
Danon
at each
people.
other's throats.
She's, like,
If all we do is bark orders at each other
accepted
instead of working
nowhere. She
together,
can't be touched
that's
because
not
of
much
her
different than how it is
thorns,
for the
and
rest
she
of
can't
us.
get close to anybody, so
I think it's
she's
important that we all understand
bitter
each
and
other and
jaded
work together as
and
equals,
all that
if
fun
it's at all
stuff. So that's
possible.
just kind of her
Do we, though?
her personality trait, I guess.
Because I sure don't get the feeling she means to do the same.
As soon as Zephyr disappears, all hell breaks loose. We can't get anything done if things stay tense like this. But what the hell am I supposed to do? Well, I guess I'll just have to keep hammering away at them. See how it goes.
That is not the term you want to use, sir.
Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
Yes, we do. Should probably learn my lesson from the events of today and save my game. You know.
So this is the forest teeming with Zeugles you warned us about. No sign of Zephyr, though.
Which means either they had the skills to make it through safely, or we're too late and the strays got to them first.
Do you say every thought out loud?
Just the true ones. Are we moving or what?
Oh, goodness.
Don't worry, Hootle. It's okay.
Uh-oh. I think I lost my bot. That's not good. That's, whoop, 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 wrong button. Let's test. Okay, it's still there. Why is it not showing in the list then? Oh, whatever. Twitch is just absolutely terrible.
I can barely see enough to take 2 steps forward without bumping into something.
Yeah. I'll have to be careful not to miss anything coming.
Shut up, you.
From off the path.
This is nothing. When things get real bad around here, you can get lost without even realizing it.
Guess I should be lucky that there's a map then, shouldn't I?
Hi, Hootle.
You're mine! Sonic Thrust! Flaming Thrust! No escape! Flaming Thrust! Mirage!
In here! Let's get you out of the way! Here goes!
Be still! Castle!
Thunderblade!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind.
Yeah.
I do Shion.
Ooh, more fish.
Freezing. I can barely feel my toes.
Let's find a way back up quickly then.
But there's gold at the bottom of the water. Sorry? Gold. There's gold in them dar hills. Wait. That wasn't... Okay. Oh, these things. Hate these things. But... they're just normal rovers? Okay. Yeah.
This one's gonna be tough. You're mine! Pierce through! Dazzle! Mirage! It's over! You're mine! It's over! Destruction! Take it! You're finished! Dazzle! We did it!
These little ones are hard.
Less talking, more pummeling.
I can feel my power growing!
It's kind of ridiculous how little SP you get for each battle.
Whatever you do, just stay away from the spore.
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Right. I should probably do something about that.
You just in the middle of battle call my main character ugly?
I need you, remember?
Right.
I'm out now. I'm all set.
It's over!
Mega Ray. Field.
You're mine! It's over!
Guess that does a trick.
We've got the
We'll be done?
Let's get them back to Messier.
Oh, that's for
With
Shadowbringer.
this,
Shit.
I can become even stronger.
Yes, we gotta quit. Son of a bitch. I knew that download speed was too good to be true. But there should be many patches after this. Okay, Jupe. Oh, shit. Oh well. Yes, I would like to install this, please. Do it. Do it! Do it now!
I could easily see us getting lost here while we're trying to find Zephyr.
Another 6.5 gigs. I suppose I'll wait just about another hour for it. Shit, I guess I was a little bit closer to right than I thought. Oh well. Alright, buddy. You have a good day, and, thanks for everything, eh? It was good talking to you.
here.
Oh, because they're different flags. I see. Do I still have... Alright, so for anybody who just tuned in, is watching on YouTube or anything like that, been playing Tales of Arise, and been having a good time chatting it up with one of my friends. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. That looks like that is well guarded for a reason, so let's take a look.
Out of our way! Raging
You're finished!
In here! Let's get you all tucked away!
Here I come! Sonic thrust! Lightning thrust! It's over!
I'll fix you up!
I owe you one.
Jesus, that's a lot of them. Alright, so we're not fucking around. Let's shit.
Doing well. You're not looking so good.
I'll be fine. Really. Don't worry. Thank you.
Take this! It's over!
Here I go!
Mirage!
Raging cascade!
It's over!
In here! This'll cut it for you!
My turn!
Mega ray! Blah 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 magic! Sealed!
Take this!
I'll be saving
Sonic
this one!
thrust! Dazzle!
Here goes!
Alright.
I'm ready for the next battle.
The hell is this? Okay. I could use this. For anybody who's confused, or maybe watching on YouTube, I'm being considered for a beta playtest. And, I'm enjoying the thought of that. I like being in on things before, they get released. It's kind of a big deal for me. Let's see. Yeah. Jesus. 14th, that is... like... maybe? Just give me a moment, guys. I'm filling out some information here so I could take part, hopefully. Or while gathering some information, because apparently I have to submit some information about various devices that I have. So that's what I'm getting on right now. All right. Well, that's exciting. So, hopefully that results in something.
Should this really be here?
No, that's a great question. And to answer your question, no, it really shouldn't.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Alright, this is gonna be... Alright guys, let's rock it.
Where are you going? Here I come! Here, let me help. Here goes! First aid! Now! Sonic thrust! Air thrust!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it.
Get on in there with the others.
Be still!
Here I come. Only getting
Here's a healing arc.
Here I come! It's over!
Photon dance in the wind!
Here I come!
Sleep now.
Castle!
Get on in.
Take
Here's a
this.
healing arc. First aid.
Sonic thrust! Stay still!
There's a
You're mine!
reload.
You're finished! It's time! You're mine!
Mega ray.
It's over! Burn in hell!
Rise and ready.
Now!
Don't mind if I do.
You're mine!
And that's how you do that.
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Okay,
I
not
found
bad.
some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
And it didn't change her. Didn't change her outfit? Oh, color me a little bit disappointed. There's nothing in there. Alright. I mean, I'm glad that she got to, you know, get an upgrade, so to speak, but... Okay.
Out of our way.
Oh, so that big one is big, tougher.
Sonic thrust! Take this! Take this! Be still! Mirage! You're mine!
This one's mine.
It's over! I'm not done! Pierce through! Be still!
Here I
Mirage!
go. It's over.
You're mine! You're
Now.
finished! Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I love those finishers. They're so damn cool.
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart. We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
Jesus. That's a borderline threat. Here, just a second, guys. I'm gonna plug my phone in. Seeing as nobody's really watching, now's a good time. Alright. It's a little better.
What's wrong? Huh? I guess. Got it. For real?
I don't think you should be criticizing me for being crazy, Mr. I thought I would just follow in somebody's wake that has a chance getting through here. Okay. Weapons? That's a little bit better. Alright. Not much for... shit. Alright, well at least I can get that one. We'll have to probably come back to you. Can I just get a... I think I did the dumb...
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Yeah, I wasted my money. Oh well. I'll sell it later. Yep. Kinda figured. Now, is this gonna be a story-related boss battle, or is this gonna be another one of those, hey, look, there's a big bad on the way. You don't have to fight him, but it'd be really nice if he did. No, it looks like this is, this might even be a staged battle. You see something. If you see something, say something. Come on and party tonight.
Get back! And miss all the action? Who do you take me for?
Somebody who was not involved in battles roughly an hour ago.
It's a big target, at least.
Don't underestimate its speed. Get on in there with the others.
How do I switch targets again? Yikes. Jesus. You weren't kidding. Jesus, man.
Here, let me help.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Okay, so I have to come in from the left side to hit its weak spot.
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Ooh, nice.
Sleep now.
It's over.
This'll come in handy.
It's over.
Sleep now. Let's get you out of the way.
Sonic thrust.
Back into the fray. One last dance in the wind. Here I go. You're mine. This'll come in handy.
You're mine.
Where are you going?
Oh, nice dodge.
Now, while it's reeling.
Take it down.
Lightning condemned. Thunderbolt.
God, it doesn't sit still for very long, does it? Shit.
Here, let me help.
Okay, here I go.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Here, let me help.
Okay, here I go. I'm not done.
In here. This'll come in handy.
Here I come.
Lightning condemned. Thunderbolt. You must handle.
Take it. You're finished.
In here. Let's get you out of the way. This is the wind. Air thrust. One more time. I'm ready.
You're mine.
I never fit.
Pass through. Ignite.
Keep calm and take them down.
Shit.
Searing flame, reload.
Here I come. You're finished.
Dance in the wind.
Here I come.
Air thrust.
You're finished.
Photon blast.
Lightning thrust.
Here's that move. In the wind.
Here comes the big one.
Let's get you off that
Be
way.
still. You're on.
Here's a healing art. First aid. I can do this all day.
Be still. You're on.
This little one's mine. I never miss. Here goes. This is it. In the wind.
Should be enough. Yeah.
Here's a healing art.
You're mine.
First aid.
Sonic thrust.
Pyramid in the wind. Art drill.
You're mine.
I'll be saving this one. Here's a healing art. Not in your dreams. First aid.
Now I can let loose. Pierce through.
Up and in. Let's go. Well, I'm impressed.
I'm not done.
There. How's this? Mega ray. Light astral raging cascade.
I'm not done.
Sleep now. The enemy is going all out. Get on in there with the others. Dance in the wind and strike. Sleep now.
Did summon ads or?
Here, let me
Oh
help.
shit! No, it just new phase.
There with the others.
Shit.
Air thrust. Now for something special. Here, let me light
Got him on the run.
Don't get cocky.
Right. Still anyone?
Come on.
I'm only getting started. Sleep now. Get off there. It's weakened.
There we go. There we go.
Too much I never miss. Let's go. It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone. Take this.
Flame. Reload. Here goes. My watch.
You're finished. Burn.
Dance in the wind. In here.
I'm not done. Pierce through.
I'm out of ammo.
Destruction.
Mega ray. Semi-aqua.
You're mine. River.
And that should be it. Yeah, boy. Sit your ass all the way down.
You okay, Rinwell?
I'm fine.
What do you notice now?
It smells like blood. This is...
All these Zeugles. They're dead. What happened here?
They didn't do this to each other. So then how...
Ooh, the first big bad. I mean, not the first big bad, but probably the first personal big bad.
One person did all of this? Who was that guy?
Do you think he could have been the Lord we're looking for? Ganabelt?
I doubt a lord would deign to roam around a place like this alone. Besides, what business would a
like
Renan have with killing Zeugles?
We're good to go.
Now that I look at it, it was a good call staying out of his way, I think. Look at this. He took them out with a single slice. This guy's no amateur. You okay?
Yeah.
We should get going. Zephyr needs us. That knight back there sure wasn't messing around. If he's not a lord, what is he?
I have no idea. I've never seen anybody like him.
Well, he definitely doesn't seem to be a friend, that's for sure.
Hopefully we don't run into him again.
Alright, well, let's save this now. As I think we're gonna be good, so I'm gonna save the game here. And I've got roughly about 20 minutes, so probably be spent in server queue. But the reason I even put this on is because something to do while I was waiting on Final Fantasy XIV, and now that it's downloaded, and I'm looking at the title screen and exciting times. Let's get right to it. So save. This way I don't lose this progress, because I don't like having to do boss battles again, especially not ones that are important to the plot. So let's get right on top of that, shall we? Alright, guys. So I will catch you in a few. I'm just gonna get Streamlabs set up again, and I'll be right back.